Here we are again, Bleach 1000 Year Blood War review, episode 2. I didn't say the episode title in the last review, so I'm sorry about that. Episode 2 is titled Foundation Stones, in which we pick up where we left off. Ichigo goes to reunite with his friends again, and Nell and Pesce come because the third former Espada, I guess you could call them former Espadas, is being held captive by the Quincy's for whatever reason unknown. Your boy Urahara shows up because, why wouldn't he show up? To take him to Hueco Mundo to go save the Espada, which is weird because, they were their enemies. Whatever, new enemies on the horizon. We get there and we see that there is a new powerful Quincy enemy on the horizon. The gang goes there and tries to save the third Espada from this new Quincy enemy, a spy perhaps. And you see that the Hollows or the Arankars are being treated kind of like slaves, which is a little bit harsh, and they're trying to find, the strongest ones, and that's where Ichigo and his friends come in to try and save the day. This is kind of another, solid episode, world building. You go to a familiar area, seeing more familiar faces, and it's still that world building aspect that you get from this episode. Nothing crazy has happened yet, but it is all the build up until, the fights start coming, in which they definitely do, because, there's no lack of fights in this, series. I mean, it's a 13-part series, so there's no lack of fights. A couple episodes have to be, not filler, but world-building episodes to build you up to the climax in which is coming in the next couple of episodes. So it's kind of split up in parts, I would say, like the Hueco Mundo, and then you go to Soul Society, and Ichigo enters Soul Society, and then you go from there, and he meets Squad Zero and all that stuff. That's kind of spoilers, but if you're watching this review, I'm assuming that you're waiting for more episodes for me to come out to do that. So that's where we are. Another kind of world-building episode leading up to the climax of this little part right here. I would say another solid 7 for this episode. Like I said, the climax for this part, if you want to section it as quote-unquote parts, is coming soon, and the fights will begin sometime soon.